Welcome guys to this video. In this video, I will be showing you how to use your MT4 and your MT5 platform in order to execute and manage your various trade positions. So let's begin by launching our MT4. So in this MT4, you can use it to open trade position, close trade position, manage your already open trade position by adjusting your TP and even your stop loss. You can also use this MT4 to make trade analysis. You can use this trade MT4 to find news and other very important things you can do in your trading journey. Now, I've already shown you how to log in your trade account into your MT4, and you can check that video within this channel. And that video has to do with how to log in your trade account using your trader's password and your investors login details. All right, so let's look at other features that are very important. I will look at all of those features from these various keys that we'll find at the bottom of MT4. All of this that we have here. All right, these keys that we have below this point is what I'm going to be telling you in this MT4. All right, let's begin with the first. So if we click in this place, this is where we find our various quotes. In other words, our various trade instruments. This is where you find the various currency pair, the various commodity, the various stocks that you want to execute in the financial market, where you want to take your trade position. Now, if you notice, not all the quotes are here. There are some pairs that are not here. So in order for us to find those pairs and add them, you have to click on this plus. So I click on this plus. So when I click on the plus, you'll find the different options that are available. So I can click on each of these in order to add the pair I choose to trade from them. So I'm clicking Forex. So here we can see some of the major pairs like AUD, JPY. So once you touch them, they will reflect in your quote. So AUD, NZD, AUD, USD, CAD, CHF, CAD, JPY, CHF, JPY. I'm adding just the major pairs, TXY, Euro, AUD, Euro, CAD, Euro, CHF, Euro, GBP, Euro, JPY, Euro, NZD. All right, GBP, AUD, GBP, CAD, GBP, CHF, GBP, NZD. Okay, we have NZD CAD, NZD CHF, NZD JPY, NZD USD, USD CAD, USD CHF. All right, so these are the pairs that I have chosen to add, and then you too can add whatever pair that you're most comfortable with. If you trade crypto, then you can add any of the crypto pairs that you like to trade. I've just added Ethereum USD and Uniswap's USD. So energy, I love trading the US oil and also the UK oil. So for indices, I love the UK 100, US 30, US 500, and the US Tech 100. And then for stocks, I love Apple, and where is eBay? All right. So these are my usual stocks I trade. So you're free to add whatever pair that you are comfortable trading. So they have all reflected on the quote. So whichever one we want to trade on, we can press and hold, and then we'll see new order. We'll see new order. We'll see open chart, symbol properties, and the simple mode. So if I want to either make analysis before I buy or sell, I have to click on open chart. All right, so let's click on open chart. So press and hold and we click on open chart. So you see it has taken us to the chart menu or the chart background where we can then make our analysis depending on what we are using to make our analysis. All right, so let's go back to the quotes. All right, let's press and hold again. So when we press and hold, we can also choose after making our analysis, we can click on new order. That's to say we want to buy and we want to sell. So let's click on the new order. So now we've clicked the new order, we see the platform that we have been introduced to. So At the top there, we see market execution. So market execution represents that you want to buy at the current market price. So once you click either the buy or the sell, as we have below here, sell and then the buy. Once you click the buy and sell, the broker will buy you at the current market price. Whatever the price is at that point, that is the price the broker will buy you into. All right. So, but if you click the drop down here, it will give you other options as to how you want to buy or how you want to sell. Now you also have the market execution, buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, and sell stop. All of these are means by which you want to take your trade position. So if you say buy limit, you're saying, okay, I want to buy, but I don't want to buy now. Yes, the price is currently somewhere here. So I want to buy when the price drops down. Then if the price get to a certain limit like this, I want to buy so that when the price go up, I will start being in profit. So although you click buy, but you are not buying at the current price, you want to buy below the price. So you wait until price, your trade can only be executed when price drops downwards up until the point where you have imputed your price. So for the buy stop, you're saying I want to buy. This where the current market is. For example, let's say market is somewhere here, and you want to buy, but you feel that you're not sure if this market will keep going upward. So you're saying your confirmation is if the market keep buying, then I want to join the buy trend. So you can say, okay, I want to buy at this point. Give me a buy stop at this point. So although the current market is here, once the market begins to buy upwards and comes to the price at which you imputed your buy stop, then the broker will take you into the market. So that is the function of the buy stop. Now, opposite applies for the sell stop and the sell limit. Now, for sell limit, let's say the price is currently here. Price is currently here, and you want to sell the market, but you don't want to sell at this current price. You want price to first of all go upward, and then you want to sell when the price is much higher, so that once the price begins to come down again, you can start making profits. All right. So once you impute your sell limit, don't forget the broker will not execute your trade. Your trade can only be executed if price returns and hits your sell limit price, and that's when you could be taken into the market. So disadvantage is that sometimes the market could just keep selling. Let's say the current market is here, it could just keep selling and you will never be taken into the market. And that opportunity must have been lost. But it's a very fine way to trade. Now, for the sell limits, the same apply. Let's say price is currently here. Let's say price is currently here, and you wish that you want to join this trend, but your confirmation is if price keeps selling. So let's say you put your sell limit here. So the moment price gets to this point, the broker will execute your trade, and then you join this trend. But for most traders, they usually use the market execution, and for some device, you see instant execution in the place of market execution. So that's for that. All right. So now let's look at the next we want to understand in this platform. Now here is where you put your lot size, which is also called your volume. So um, you can either add your volume or you reduce your volume. So if I click on this plus here, I will be adding the volume. So since this is a list lot, this is inactive, because I can't reduce the lot size more than this. But the moment I increase the lot size, you see that this will become active. So you see, these are now active. So telling me I can then decide to increase the lot size. All right, so you choose your lot size. You can also manually impute the lot size you choose to use. That's I'm using one standard lot size. So you see, I have been able to impute my one standard lot. If I want to use 0.1, then I'll press my 0 and click 0.1. I have to clean the last so that it will be, yeah, this 0.1 lot size. If I want a 0.01, so I have to click 0.01. So that's my 0.01 lot size, which is the micro or the least lot size. Now, after imputing my trade, the next is I need to have a predefined risk before I execute my trade. So I need to know where my stop loss is and where my take profit is. Now, it is not clearly written on the mobile phone, but it is written on the PC version. So here, the red line represents your stop loss, while this represents your take profit. While the red line represents your stop loss, that's where you put your stop loss prices, and this is where you put your take profit prices. So what this means is that if you are not in the market, let's say you put your stop loss and you are not in the market, whenever price comes to this price which you have imputed, the broker will just close your trade. For the take profit, whether your PC is on, whether your mobile phone is on, whether you're in system or not, once price gets to your TP, the broker will close up your trade and you make profit. So this is where you impute those figures. Now, after imputing those figures, the next is, if your analysis is for sell, you just click on sell. If your analysis is for buy, and then you also click on the buy position. And that's how we make use of this very interface. And I hope this is simple. So let's see if this was a demo account. All right, so let's do a quick random buy and sell. So let's put our lot size of, let's say, 0.1. Okay, this is $100 account, so let's use 0.01. And then let's have a stop loss looking at the current market price. Let's make this a buy trade. So let's have a stop loss as 1.11, okay, 580. This is just random. I want to ensure that there is enough space for it. So let's have our TP at 1.13000. All right, so this is a very far TP. So I'll just click my buy. So this is my buy position. So you see my trade has been opened. All right, so if we press and hold, we click on charts, we can then see our stop loss and our take profit. So this is our take profit, TP, and then this represents our SL. So that's how simple it is to execute a trade in the financial market. Now let's look at the next icon, which is the chart. All right, so we click on the charts. You can see there is trade already here, but let's ignore that. Now there are many icons within this chart space. We have the plus button, we have the F button, we have the dollar sign, and we have the time frame, and we have this cycled plus. All right, now how do we use all of these tools in order to make our trade analysis? Now the first is the crosshair, which is the plus, represent the crosshair. So with this crosshair, we could be able to find prices at various locations. So if you look here, you'll be seeing the prices that the crosshair match to. So at this point, the price is 1.11574. At this point, the price is 1.11207. So that's how we use the crosshair. All right. The next is the F sign. So the F sign will lead us to finding the various indicator in the financial market. So if we click on the main chart, we can add various indicators that we can use to make analysis. So during your course, you'll be taught most of these indicators or all of these indicators so that you could be able to attach them to your trading chart and then make your trading decision depending on the combination or depending on the very indicator. Now we have some indicators that are main chart indicator, and some of the indicators are in the window, indicator window. So let's look at some of the indicators we want to add. Okay, I want to add the Bollinger Band. So you can see where to add our periods. You'll be taught how to add all of these indicators during when you're learning all of these indicators, but this is how it is imputed. So you have the period. So let me use a period of let me use a period of 30. I leave the deviation, apply to open. All right, apply to open. So I just want a style that is okay. I prefer a color that is very obvious. So let me use this. All right, the level, I need something very thick. All right, so I just go back once. I click on done. All right, so you can see that the Bollinger Band have entered my chart. So this is the Bollinger Band and this is the Bollinger Band. It has two bands here. All right, so this is how we add any indicator we choose to add. Now, if I want to add the indicator that will be in the indicator window, that will not be on the main chart. Indicator that will be on the indicator window somewhere here. All right, so I will still click on the F button, then I will click on all right, hold on a second. So I'll just click on the F button and then I will click here, and I know the various indicators that are usually on indicator window. They include the RSI and some oscillators. So let me click on the RSI. So I want to leave it for 14, but I prefer the style to be okay. Let's leave the style to close. Let's change this to 4 and let me use this color. All right, the level 7030 is fine. I want to make it bold. All right, so let's add a line to that, black. So I go back once and then I click on done. So you see we have our indicator window included. So this is our indicator window. These are our indicator window. Excuse me. So this is our indicator window. So we can use this RSI in order to make our trade analysis. So the point is, this is how we add our various indicator to our trading chart. All right. So let's look at the next when we are on chart window. The next is the dollar sign. So you click on the dollar sign. So here in the dollar sign, rather than going back to the quotes in order to change our various instruments which we want to analyze, we can change it by clicking the dollar sign. So once I click the dollar sign, I will just switch to other pair. Click the dollar sign, I'll switch to other pair. So we can just keep making our analysis as fast and as simple, and it doesn't take time to analyze many pair instead of just going back to here and keep finding one after another. All right, so the next is the time frame. So you click on the time frame, you see the various time frames that we have here. We have the 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly, and monthly. Each of these time frame is used for trade analysis. It helps us to determine the various trend and also help us to be able to make a trading decision as to whether we're going to buy or whether we're going to sell. And it's important for you to understand these various time frame. It is because a trader could choose to sell at a higher time frame while while the same trader is buying at a lower time frame. See, so that's the magic, because the overall trend could be a serious sell, whereas in the lower time frame there is a correction, and that correction could mean that the market is buying at that point. So every trader is right depending on the time frame you're making your analysis from. So stick to the time frame that you're using to make your trade position. All right, so let's say we select our 1 minute time frame. What this means is that each of these candles you find here are representation of 1 minute. Each of these candles you find on your trade chart is representation of 1 minute. So means that this very candle will take 60 seconds for it to close and a new one will be formed. All right, so if we are on the 5 minutes time frame, it also means that each of these candles you find here took 5 minutes to form. So after 5 minutes, it will close for a new one to open. Same applies to all the various time frame, the 15 minutes, the 1 hour, the 4 hours, and the daily. So for 1 hour, each of these candles form with 60 minutes. At the end of 60 minutes, they will close for a new one to be formed. Later in your course, we'll teach you the anatomy of candlestick, how you will learn about the open, the close candle, and the meaning of each of these candles and what they represent and the psychology behind their formation. But for now, this is what the time frame represents. Each of these candle represent the time frame. So if you are to click on daily, it simply means that each of these candle used 24 hours to form. So it took a whole day for these candles to form. So you want to be careful when making your trade analysis. So when you learn top bottom analysis, will show you that you make your analysis from higher time frame to lower time frame, because the higher time frame will help you to determine the direction of the market. All right. Now let's go to the last icon in uh, the top under our charts icon. All right. So after making your trade analysis, let's say you want to buy or whether you want to sell, so you can then click on this instead of going back to your quotes. So here you can do the same, input your lot size, input your stop loss, input your take profit, and decide whether you're going to buy or going to sell. So let's, in this case, let's say we've made an analysis and we just choose to randomly sell this time. All right, so you see our earlier trade was on profit, not because we make any analysis, it was just a random selection. All right, so that's that for our second item. Let's quickly look at our third icon, which is this. All right, so this is where we see our current trade position. So whenever you take a trade, whether you took it from your PC or someone took it from anywhere, depending on who have your login details, in order to find if there is a trade on your account, just come to this icon here. That's how you find the current trade that you currently have on your MT4. Now, these are the two trades that we currently have that is running. What if I want to modify this trade? Let's say I want to close this trade, or I want to adjust my stop loss, or I want to adjust my TP. All I have to do is I have to press and hold on that AUD chair. For example, I can modify by clicking modify. So I can adjust the TP, I can adjust the SL, and I can adjust the TP. The same applies to this GPB USD. So I can choose to also press and hold. I can also choose to modify the trade. I can choose to add an additional position. I can also choose to close the trade. So if I choose to close the trade, all I have to do is just click on close order. So watch me as I close this trade position. All right, it will bring me to this point, and I have to click the down again to confirm my trade order. So I click. So you see, I'll be closing that trade in a loss. All right, I also have to do the same for this. I press and hold and I click on close order. So I click on close. I close that in profit. All right, so that is for that. Now, this trade I have closed, if you notice, my balance have reduced from 100 to 9.78. All right, so where is this trade? Is it a profit or a loss? Now, it is in the next icon that we are going to find that. This very icon here is what will tell us whether the trade is a profit or whether it is a loss. So let's have that clicked. So you can see that in this trade we lost 0.9 cents. That's what we lost on that trade, 0.9 cent, whereas we made 1 cent, 0.1 cent in this other one. So this is a total profit for now. We are in minus 0.22 cents. So that's for that icon, guys. It's so simple to use the MT4. So the next icon is the news icon, where news drops on MT4. I'll also show you how to find news on other platforms like the Forest Factory and the investment.com. But in the MT4, you can also be able to find the various trade news if you are into fundamentals. All right, so let's click on the news. So here you find the various news that the MT4 have allowed to drop on this platform today and the previous day. So these are the various news you find on your MT4 platform. And on the last, you'll find your MetaTrader number. All right, so that's that for the MT4. So what applies to the MT4 also applies to the MT5. They have the same format. They have the same format. So let me just have this open. All right. So you see, they have the same format, quotes, charts. They have the trade, the history, and the message. So you can see that. So they have the same format, no difference. All you just need to do is when you learn how to use one, you've learned to use both. So that's just how it is, guys. So If you have any question, comment, or concern, put it in the comment section below, and we're going to respond to you either in class, or I'm going to have that responded to you on the comment section. So thank you for watching this video. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you click the subscription button so that you follow through this course that we are having for everyone for free. So in the next video, I will be dropping the trade strategy that I have been using to make consistent profit in the financial market, and I am determined to share with all of you guys. So thank you for watching this video, and God bless you.